Nothing's what it seems, but I feel gravity is holding me down. It's there for all to see, through dirt and through debris. Everyone is leaving this forsaken town. I've lost the scenery, my mind's machinery. Seems like Hollywood is starting to catch fire. Under a starlit sky, I see you and I. In some way it gets me every time. We know just where you come from, we keep on falling. We're as lonely as you are. We know just what it feels like, we're counting dollars. We're as lonely as you are. We know just where you come from, we keep on falling. We're as lonely as you are. We know just what it feels like, we're counting dollars. We're as lonely as you are. I drove 1,000,000 miles to make it all worthwhile. Where can you take me? Where do you want me to be? Inside this carousel, it's either hell or hell, and there's no going back, there's nothing new to see. I lost the scenery, my mind's machinery. Seems like Hollywood is starting to catch fire. Under a starlit sky, I see you and I. In some way it gets me every time. We know just where you come from, we keep on falling. We're as lonely as you are.
There's another way to go, I hope you feel it. But in a way, you're the only one that needs it. I know that you think that I'm wrong, but in this life, I'm your only one. Do you know what it means that we're the same kind? The desire you feel isn't the same as mine. I could let you go, but why should I? You're my mission, you're my mission tonight. You're nothing but mine. And the sooner you realize that for all the time, I'm the one you can't sacrifice. I'm the first and the last you ever get. So get off that high horse and beat it. You're nothing but mine. And the sooner you realize that for all the time, I'm the one you can't sacrifice. I'm the first and the last you'll ever get. You're nothing but mine. And the sooner you realize that for all the time, I'm the one you can't sacrifice. I'm the first and the last you'll ever get. So get off that high horse and beat it. Beat it. Beat it.
Down by the schoolyard where the eight crowd share Brianna's mindless moves. They talk about the spring break and oh yeah, Tijuana, here we come. My friends think she's so dumb and stupid, but I won't tell anyone what her and I got going on. Brianna's brother's buying beer so freaking cool, can you believe? He'll bring his friends to college guys, our weekend plans are such a dream. My friends think she's so dumb and stupid, but I won't tell anyone. Not a soul, that when we are alone, she's touching me. Well, I'm a sucker for it, give it to me. The way she's looking at me, she's so damn perfect. It's so damn worth it, the secret we keep. Yeah, I'm a sucker for it. So, this is what happened. Brianna's such a guiding goddess, could get anyone she likes. But when she's looking at me like that, I know she's only mine. My friends think she's so dumb and stupid, but I won't tell anyone. Her hands are in my hair, whisper in my ear, I won't tell anyone. Not a soul, but when we are alone, she's touching me. Well, I'm a sucker for it, give it to me. The way she's looking at me, she's so damn perfect. It's so damn worth it, the secret we keep. Yeah, I'm a sucker for it. Well, I'm a sucker for it. My friends think she's so dumb and stupid, but I won't tell anyone. Her hands are in my hair, whisper in my ear, I won't tell anyone. Not a soul, but when we are alone, she's touching me. Well, I'm a sucker for it, give it to me. The
Well, that's enough music for now. What's up, everybody? I know that I've lit it off. I've kicked the tires a little early tonight. That's okay. It's all right. I'm gonna allow it. It's my show. We'll just chill until the numbers come up. Then we'll start talking about the real deal. What's on the streets, the mean streets. Spent a good chunk of the day hanging out over at OG's and kind of going back and forth with Flow State and Joe Cool and some of the others. It's just interesting. I like those guys. What can you do? What can you do? I should have been editing video today from yesterday's show with Kita, but I just didn't. Yes, I have a rotor. I'm putting a rotary in the experimental airplane, which is called a Long Easy. Um, I just met a guy with a two rotor making 250 at 6,500 RPM. The custom gear reduction, variable pitch prop seems like a perfect package. Yeah, I mean that's kind of where we're at. I've got basically what I've got is a two rotor. Obviously, it's an engine that I have specced out and had some work done on it by a shop to get it balanced and all of that. The rotating assembly is really good. What's up, Michelle? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you out there. So the but I had a new rotating assembly balanced for it, um, the whole thing, and I'm using an RX-8 rotating assembly that has been modified to fit RX-7 housings and apex seals, and then it's turbo. Obviously, have to be turbo for me to really deal with it, and I think I'm going to get somewhere around 400 horsepower. And I should be right about the same weight um, as the original engine. So, or the not the original engine because it's experimental, but the aircraft motor that the airplane had prior to my purchase. So that's cool. But right now, I've cut the nose off of it, and what I'm doing is doing what's called a long nose because I am going to have a little bit more weight on the back, and I'm moving the weight forward actually, and the to get the weight and balance back, I need to move weight forward. And so there's two things I could do. I could either put a lot of weight in the short nose, and then it's a heavier airplane to still be balanced, or I can move the weight further forward, do a long nose, and just have the weight further forward so it has a longer moment arm, and then of course it balances back out, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And there there's some other things. The original nose on the airplane had just a really tiny little baggage area. It wasn't really worth anything. Really, it was just a place to be able to fill the brake fluid for the brakes. And I'm gonna, I'm of course I'm redoing the whole thing, so it's much longer. It's gonna be an actual baggage area where I could, put something light, like some clothes or a jacket or something like that up front, out in the front of the airplane. And the other reason is because these airplanes get exceedingly cold because we're flying at like 14, 15,000 feet or higher on oxygen. And I'll have good heat because I'll have water, right? But most of these airplanes are oil cooled, and they just don't have as efficient a heating system as what I'm doing. And so uh, I'll have a radiator up front that will basically just be like a car, right? And it'll just it'll blow. There'll be a fan that or a duct from outside that'll bring air in run it through the heat exchanger for the heater, and then blow the hot air on to me. And that'll be great. But when you get down near your feet, in a lot of these airplanes, they have a lot of air leaks around your feet. And I've talked to pilots in these specific aircraft where their feet at the end of a long flight, when it's cold, um, up high, they can't even feel their feet at some points. So I just, I'm comfort's like third on the list of things that are important, but definitely want to be as comfortable as possible and make those um, changes that I need to make. And one of them is doing a long nose so I can have all of the things that I want in the aircraft. And I'm, obviously we got to keep it light ish. Um, and yeah, so, you know, and if you were watching over on OGs today, you would have seen me working on the airplane. I turned the camera on for a little while once I had the airplane back in the garage. But anyway, yeah. So that was what I did most of the day, and I know airplane stuff is boring. It's not as nearly as cool as social issues and political stuff, and we're going to get into that soon enough. We're going to actually have a lot to talk about today about the political issues. I started early. I did start early, Clover Tech. I'm just shooting the shit with the chat, man. Just shooting the shit. How the hell are you, Clover Tech? Did you catch the Kita Bussy show from yesterday? I thought it was good. I need to edit it, which I need. I started doing today, but I can't sit still that long, so had to stop. But yeah, and the big one of the big things about the way that I'm doing the aircraft is um, I need to I need to be able to carry. So one of the big reasons that I'm doing this and have the Long Easy specifically, the Long Easy is a great cross country airplane. It I can put 55 to 60 gallons of fuel in it. Um, that is a long, long damn way, and so um, I could, in theory, I could take off in Nashville and fly to Vegas and make maybe one stop, and it'd be like a 4 or 5 hour, maybe 6 hour trip, depending how I do it. And um, you know, first of all, that's less time than it takes me to get into the airport, go through security, wait 2 hours, make sure that I get to my gate and everything, and then you know take the bus. Um, and the big thing is I can take my firearms, I can take my equipment, I can take whatever I want because as in private aviation, nobody checks my plane. Nobody cares what's in my pocket. If I have my gun in my pocket, nobody gives a shit because I'm the pilot, right? And so that's it. Yeah, I talked a little bit about this mullet baby, and I warned people yesterday. So one of the things that's happening, guys, and this does happen. I've heard about this for a long time in YouTube, and it's never really been a big issue for me because I don't use a lot of clips, and when I do use clips, they're from some, they're pretty much free use or something like that. But what happened with Rob and Mike Ball and some others is there's a company, a corporation, not a foundation, but a firm that is going out and they are buying the rights to popular viral videos. And we're not talking about a music video from a concert or something like that. We're talking about somebody's footage where you know they recorded something at a riot or something like that. So they'll pay those people money for the footage, and then they will copyright strike. They straight copyright strike you if you use it for all the channels where it shows up, regardless of what you've done, right? Even if you're like Rob and Rob was talking over it pretty much the whole time. There's really, it's a great example of fair use what Rob is doing. He's not just playing the clip for 2 hours or anything like that. But it doesn't matter because these guys don't really give a shit about that. What they're trying to do is they're trying to, as Mullet Baby says, shake Rob down for money. Right? So they put in this strike, and Rob has some time to appeal it and all of that. And but the thing is YouTube, as quick as they will ban you, as quick as they'll demonetize you, as quick as they'll do anything to you, the creators, when it comes to copyright, when it comes to any of this other stuff that's external, they don't have a set of nuts. They won't go to those people and say, hey, this is fair use. Sorry, go pound sand. They just won't do it. They don't want to spend the money on lawyers. YouTube's got a lot of money, and somebody would have, and maybe they already have, take a lot of time to sue the shit out of YouTube if they did that. So what they do is they just say, okay, it's between you two, and they back out of it, just like they're doing with Rob. And then so Rob will contact the company, and as he said yesterday, they basically said, well, we're going to go ahead with the copyright strike unless you pay us this money. Now, me personally, I would have just gone in and deleted the content and said, fuck y'all. It's gone. That's what I do. Right? I've had a couple of issues. I've had a couple of times where I've used a clip or a song or some music or whatever, and some company overseas will want to file a copyright or a share, and I'm like, nah, I don't think so. I'll just go in, take that out. I don't give a shit. Doesn't matter to me. But it's going to start happening more and more often as these viral videos, that everyone is using, and you never know if it's going to be you or Dusty or Mike Ball again or Rob Noor or whoever, because they just don't. These people just they're fucking scum. They're fucking scum, right? They didn't take the video. They just bought the rights to it. So, yeah, and they're scum of the earth. YouTube should have a nutsack and say fuck all y'all, but they don't. So that's what it is. Yeah, the reaction channel thing is actually driving me kind of fucking nuts. So I don't watch reaction channels, guys. I have to be honest with you. Somebody will actually, and a lot of you guys do this. You'll say, "Hey, have you seen X?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know who that is." Well, it's probably because they're a reaction channel, right? And there's nothing against reaction channels. That's fine. That it's totally cool that you're, and look, it's a good gig. If I wanted to just honestly, if I wanted to not be creative, if I didn't want to get up here every single night and bullshit with you guys and give you information and talk to you and have meaningful interactions, if all I wanted to do was sit up here and play somebody else's original content and talk about their content and talk about their work, I'd have more subscribers, I'd have more money, I would be more successful doing that. But it comes at a cost of, if you do that and somebody copyright strikes you, it is what it is, right? You're just going to play, you're playing the game. So I will always prefer to do original content. I'm always going to talk about the shit that I know about. You notice that I play very few clips. I don't even use very many slides. I honestly, a lot of times I'll put together pictures and I won't use them because, first of all, it's cumbersome to just constantly bring up different pictures and stuff and or clips. And I would just rather sit here and talk to my audience and interact with you guys. So that will bring me to tonight's topic. So we've all heard, we've had a whole weekend again of, Trump bad, pedo island, all of this evidence. It's not evidence. Shit that we knew about for 30 fucking years. Shit that was done back in the late 80s, 90s. And these motherfuckers are acting like it's brand new shit. Well, that's my footage. that was made on my channel. I own that shit. They can pound fucking sand. That was on. Everybody else was restreaming my shit. So fuck them. I would love that actually, Mullet Baby. I would spend the money on lawyers for that. I would spend a lot of good ass money on that shit. I'd love for a big corporation to try and buy that shit from Kell or Gibbs or somewhere. I got to talk to Gibbs. Gibbs actually sent me a message earlier today. I didn't get a chance to actually fucking read it, but he did send me something. But anyway, guys, so look, is there anybody now? Look, I understand now that how fucking old I am because I was having a conversation earlier with somebody and they didn't understand jack shit of what I was talking about. Is there anybody here, right, that didn't know? Well, I'm sure there's a lot of people here. Is there anybody here that is surprised that there was a conversation with Howard Stern live on the air back in the late 80s, maybe early 90s, might have been early 90s, where Trump and Stern were talking about, I think maybe the beauty pageant or some shit. And you know, they're being assholes, you know, they're joking back and they're being, you know, I mean, Stern was a shock jock, so who the fuck knows what he was on? But nobody, I'm not surprised by it. I didn't actually remember it until it was brought up, and I was like, oh yeah, I kind of remember Trump being on Stern. I didn't listen to Stern that much. He wasn't my favorite. Obviously, Rush Limbaugh was my favorite. Our favorite commie says the new file dump alleges. This is always a great word, alleges. There's no fucking proof. They just allege it. Trump raped children and threatened to end children. Yeah, that's bullshit. And, you know, the thing is that those are all literally notes that what the FBI was trying to prove. Like, that is fucking hilarious. If you still support Trump at this point, you're either misinformed, in the bubble, ignorant as fuck, or mentally ill. No, if you are still talking shit about Trump, you are obsessed with fiction, literal fucking fiction. They're making shit up at this point. The best example of making shit up, by the way, is this Katie Johnson bullshit, or Jackson, or whatever fuck her fake ass name was. Do you guys really understand the story behind Katie, whatever the fuck her name was? I gotta silence my phone, guys. Sorry about that. Give me one second. Do you guys understand what that was all about, right? So this back in 2016, conveniently, as Trump is running for president, Katie Jackson comes to light, and her lawyers, by the way, nobody ever sees this person. There's no pictures of her, nothing. Her lawyers say that this, you know, goes to the court and says, hey, we have this person, this is Trump, when she was 13, did some very inappropriate things. And the judge says, yeah, fuck yeah, let's hear about that shit. What's up, Mikey Balls? Good to see you, my man. Mikey Ball is raiding us, everybody. Everybody welcome the Raiders. Say hi. Get them a pillow. Get them a cushion. Make them feel welcome. Share your libations, whatever you happen to have. What's up, Sterling Wheel? So getting back to Katie Jackson. So just and for the people coming in, we're talking about mental illness in today's society tonight. And specifically, and I'm kind of using the example of Katie Jackson. So Katie Jackson, Johnson, whatever fucking name was. I think it was Jackson. Her lawyers go to the court and they say, we've got information. This woman, this is her statement. And they show the court a statement that basically says that when she was 13, Trump had relations or something with her. And the court's like, well, that's really fucking interesting. So they go through the process of starting to go after Trump for this. They get to the part where Katie Jackson or Johnson, whatever the fuck her name was, had to come to court or at least sit down and be deposed for an actual, actually depose, like put her go on the record. Now, there's a problem with this, and that is once you go on the record, that shit locks you into it. And literally, when you go on the record for this shit, you can absolutely be charged if you're lying, and especially on something like this where it's clear cut. And so that the second that the fear of perjury was involved, the second that it got real, Katie Johnson disappeared. Now, her lawyers say that her lawyers tried to give the judge a line of crap, saying that she withdrew her complaint, that there was a couple of leaks to the press saying basically that Trump had tried to buy her off and a bunch of other bullshit. But what the court records have shown the whole time was that Katie Johnson never made a single appearance in front of a judge. Katie Jackson, whatever. And this was an alias anyway. And that was the other issue, because the judge would not take a statement under an alias. She had to at least be deposed in her real name. Now, since she didn't fucking exist, that was really, God damn it. I thought I fixed this shit. There's something wrong with my software. I did all the updates and everything today, and by golly, that this shit is no bueno. So give me a second, guys. I'm gonna kill this thing right here. Just give me that, and we're going to see. Give me a second here, and we're going to. Give me one sec, guys. I'll continue on in a moment. For all of you who just arrived, I apologize that this shit show is going on like this, but it is what it is. So let me get this. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I'm doing the best I can. Why did the video come back? That was weird. Give me 1 second, guys. I gotta. All right, now let's let me see if I can do this. That's not what I want. Sorry, guys. I really do apologize about this. Terribly unprofessional of me, but it is what it is. I'm having tech issues with my It is a software issue. I know that. I thought I had it fixed, but apparently I in fact did not. So I'm not really sure why we're still having problems, but I am in fact still having problems. So we can do that. So we did that. All right. Back up there. Do that. Give me 1 sec. All right. Let's see what we get here. right, all right, all right. All right, let's see if we can't get this. Hmm. All right. This is weird. All right, let's see. Give me 1 sec, guys. I apologize. All right, let's see. I have to go to the backup camera here if I can't get this sorted the fuck out. All right. Well, that's what we'll do. Give me 1 sec, guys. I will be right back. Let me throw on some. I'm gonna give you guys something while I fuck with this camera. I'm gonna throw on something here. Yeah, let's see where we at.
Today is the beginning of the end and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to refine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will be free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you're the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a I don't give a fuck. 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 It's time to start doing the right thing. So trust your instincts, stop listening to others, and own your decisions. People will always tell you what to do, opinion how to live. So let's create space for what matters most to you. You'll be glad you did. Now start claiming your time and your mental well-being by saying no more.
right, guys. I'm still working on this camera. I've almost got the backup camera back into place, which is fucking amazing. First of all, that I have a backup camera, and second, that I can get it into fucking place here. I just need to get it tied down, and then we'll see if I can make it work. But be prepared, shit's for real. You just never know when you're gonna get fucked. All right. Fire this up. That's on. All right. Let's see. And we've got what? There's that. Let's see. Do you have a fucking camera yet? I do not.
Today is the beginning of the end and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to refine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will feel free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you are the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a
All right, sorry about that, guys. It's not letting me do the video. The video is fucked up. I tell you what, guys, I was actually really looking forward to raging a little bit tonight. And I don't know what the fuck has happened here. The camera is live. It actually the camera, it's not my normal camera, but it looks pretty good, but I can't connect it. Let me see. Maybe does that help me? It does not help me. Yeah, all right. You know what I'm gonna have to do, guys? I'm just gonna have to shut this shit down. I fucked something seriously up. I really do apologize, but I don't know what I did in messing with all the software today. I really reinstalled a bunch of stuff, and I it's not detecting any of the webcams, any of the cameras right now. Like normally I have 3 cameras. The computer sees them, but the software is not seeing them at all. And that's pretty fucking nuts. And I cannot, there's no reason. I mean, it ought be there, but it is not there. There's something seriously fucked up here. If you guys want to bear with me while I try and work through this, I will. I'll do what I can, but just let me. Yes, it just will not access the video input from any of the cameras. Don't know why that is. All right, fuck it. I'm gonna have to fix it. I'm gonna if I drop off, I'm gonna try and fix it without dropping off. But if I drop off, I didn't mean to, but it's just the way that shit's going. So I will. I'm just gonna do something and see if it works. And if it doesn't, I'm sorry. And if it does, awesome. We'll see you in a few minutes.